off the top. I just scraped it off the top.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see Christian Watson. He's in the top tier of the league, 5th in receiving yards so far this season. It's the Commanders and the Bears, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
We are just inside the Beltway, 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those.
The former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5 on 2nd down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Red, Cycle. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get this one to Ezekama. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. You're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen, but we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
36 yards on the play. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here we go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the out route as Akama brings it in. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of...
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
97.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One of the selling points at the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. Pass complete as Ukama with it. That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw here. Finds his receiver, Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Ready up. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Here we go. Check flash.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
2nd and 3. They'll complete this one to Watson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
13.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. From there, we're off to check out another.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
10 cycles.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Let's go.
Second and 4.
Squad red.
They'll look to throw again. This pass caught at the 4.
And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Back to throw again.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
On first down, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 34. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Dancing to his left.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Trayvon Walker. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders just continue to roll. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defense chances is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And complete once again to Watson. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Garoppolo's throw complete here to Kmet.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but
touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo.
Little out route here, complete to Shepard.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Completes this again to Shepard. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over again.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll try and run the option left side.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make every...
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there.
That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears now ready to take over again. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw.
A quick pass here. He's got Shepard.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Garoppolo again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Garoppolo on 1st down. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chase Young
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Garoppolo looks to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Garoppolo now. hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Forgive the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles.